What is up? Welcome in to the Early Edge powered by SportsLine. I'm your host, Allan Bell, and we have a fantastic show lined up for you today. But as always, before we get to that, let's take a look at how we did last night. And not bad at all. Look at the maestro coming through again with the Yankees. M squared as well on the team total. Tough one in the WNBA, but look, it's going to take a little time to figure this thing out. And Calvin, we saw how he did in the women's NCAA tournament. He'll get this thing turned around for sure. Tough one for Coach there with the Phillies. They had a grand slam in the fourth. And then you look at the Early Edge in 5. Coach comes through on the over. Oh, Kevon Looney stuck at 9. That was a tough one. All right, let's bring in the stars of the show. And look at this crew right here. Allie O'Neill, how we doing?
Doing well. Still a little bitter over that call in the Red Sox game last night, but
you mean the pitch that was in the dirt?
Yeah, that they called as a strike.
Yeah, that one's tough. And let me say, for everybody wondering where Coach is, he is a grand marshal in a parade, we believe, on Friday. He's on a plane right now going to there. But I assure you, we will have video of him doing that. M squared, looking sharp, my man. How we doing?
Good morning, AB. Good morning, everybody. Nice to see you. Fired up for some more baseball today. Short slate, but there's one game that I absolutely love. Let's do it.
All right. Well, I can't wait to hear about that one. And Maestro, as always, my man, what's good?
Good morning. Great to see everyone. You know what I respect more than anything, AB? You don't even have to guess. I'm going to say it's good information. And later on in the show, I believe I have found some good information on tennis.
Oh, okay. Maestro coming through. You always do have good information. But on tennis, man, that's even better. All right, let's get into the storylines that affect the betting lines for today. And M squared coming to you. MLB, weather. What are we looking at, my man?
Yeah, there's one spot that I really got my eye on. St. Louis Cardinals game in St. Louis, just perfect hitting conditions today. 90 degrees, air density index down to 59. Huge positive EMIs for both teams. Another game that's going to be a really high-scoring one here is in terms of the weather, 15% increase in overall run scoring and in home run production in Cincinnati and Pittsburgh. And then that Minnesota game, we talked about it yesterday, not to play it because we thought it would get delayed. It got suspended in the 4th inning. They could have a little issue again here, but I think they'll ultimately play it. But I'll be staying off of it because they will be resuming a game in the 4th inning, essentially playing a doubleheader today.
All right, so Mike, real quick, what did you say the percentage increase was for the Reds game?
Around 15% overall increase in terms of home run probabilities and overall run scoring.
Nice. And like what did that total end up yesterday? Was it like 14-11 or something like that?
That was crazy. Different team with the Brewers playing them, but still, definitely.
Yeah,
definitely
it's wild.
Crazy.
Like as if the Reds games needed even more assistance to get the over. But you know what? Hey, we'll take it every day of the week. All right, Allie, coming over to you. All right, you have a fantastic nugget here on the NHL in terms of the playoffs. Break it down. What do we got?
Yes, so teams who end up winning the 5th game, they break the tie to get that 3-2 lead in the series, end up winning the series 79.1% of the time. And that doesn't always mean they win it like in the next game. They could tie it up 3-3 and then win again. But just knowing that and looking at those prices as they drop and as things change can really kind of help you out, especially as the playoffs go on. And right now we have like a ton of teams that are tied at 3-2 or that are at 3-2.
Yeah, that's first off, that's a fantastic nugget. And second off, I mean, you're right. Like, and as we go along, like we've only just started here in the Stanley Cup playoffs. So yeah, that's a good nugget to keep as we go along throughout the playoffs. All right, Maestro, coming over to you, my man. Look, we got a ton of NBA tonight. We've got NHL. We've got Major League Baseball. Dude, we've got the NFL schedule released today. What should we expect, man?
Yeah, a lot of rumors flying around. Who are the Rams going to host in that opener on Thursday night? It could still be the Bills, despite what a lot of people are saying, or the Chiefs, or the Buccaneers. Those would all be great matchups. And we do have some games confirmed. We have the Rams playing the Broncos on Christmas. We also have a Monday Night Football doubleheader for Week 2. Both games at the same time, which they used to do, a 7 game and then a 10:30 Eastern. Now they're going to have Vikings at Eagles and Titans at Bills going on at the same time, Week 2 Monday night. That schedule release comes out tonight, and we will have a special show tomorrow. I won't be on, but some big heavy hitters will be talking about NFL futures.
Man, I can't wait for that. And, for as fans, like you always look at how many primetime games you get. So I guess that's going to be the first game for Joe Buck and Troy Aikman over on ESPN. One of those two, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, it's going to be fantastic, man. I can't wait. All right, let's get into our plays for today. But before we do, a quick message. And we are back. All right, 2 big plays from SportsLine for today. And first off, if you haven't joined SportsLine, all right, 30 days for free. Use promo code EARLY, EARLY. You get all of it, everything that they're breaking down, our experts right here, NHL, MLB, the NFL. We've already got fantasy, broken down. We're breaking down the schedule and the season coming up. You name it, we'll have you ready to go. All right, first play, the Leafs at the Lightning. We're going to go with the Lightning money line, -135, courtesy of our man, Matty Boy, Matt Severance. Good to hear from you, buddy. These teams have alternated wins thus far. Had the champs, the Leafs, on the ropes early in Game 5. Toronto, however, came back on that one. We're going to go Tampa Bay in this one, as it should bounce back to that, and hopefully we will see a Game 7 there. Second, we're going to go La Liga here. Real Madrid, Levante. We're going to go Levante, team total over 1.5 goals, courtesy of our man Buckets. Look, Real Madrid, really not much to play for here. You look at Levante, everything to play for here. We're going to go team total over 1.5 goals and ride what has been a massive amount of success for Buckets over the last few days. All right, getting back to our experts here. M Squared coming right over to you. Look, again, I can't do it like Coach does, but we can say, give it to me.
All right, AB, we headed to that St. Louis Cardinals game. Love the weather and overall air quality here for them. Taking the Cardinals over 4.5 runs for their team total, -115. I played this for 0.4 units so far. Another play right in there, just like we did yesterday. Hasn't made the recap here, but it will be on SportsLine. St. Louis first 5 over 2.5 at even money. I got another 0.3 of a unit on that one as well, but love this spot for them, taking advantage of the overall hitting conditions. A really good pitching matchup for them, despite not knowing who it is. We know what the Orioles exist of right now at this time. So I love the St. Louis Cardinals on their team totals. I don't hate playing some alternates over 6.5 as well, if your books can find them. But the only book that has them up so far is DraftKings this morning.
Nice. And look, I'll tell you what, as somebody who was riding the Cardinals last night, that was a nice win over Baltimore that they had. Bats were hot. All right, Allie, coming over to you. Speaking of Major League Baseball and bats that are live, you got one play. Break it down.
Yes. So today we're going to go back to the Reds overs and then take the Pirates over 8. Now 10 straight Reds games have gone over 8, and we saw these teams play in Cincinnati last week, and all 3 ended up going over. And in the first game of that series, we saw this exact pitching matchup with Connor Overton and JT Brubaker. And even though both of those pitchers only gave up 2 earned runs each, it was really the bullpens that came through and allowed the Reds to finally end that losing streak there. But since those 5 games then, the Reds have scored a total of 40 runs. So I think I'll take the over there at 8 at a nice +105 when I got it.
Nice. All right. I like that play. Now, we mentioned that Coach, again, is on a flight right now, going to be a Grand Marshal in his hometown, and we are certainly proud of him. But you know what? He always comes through for us. Coach, go ahead and hit me with that pick.
What's good, everybody? It is your boy. Now, you're going to have to go a couple of days without me on the mic, but that doesn't mean I'm not sitting in my picks. The roll continues. Last night, after we narrowly missed the Phillies over, we came back strong with the Celtics over late last night. Now, today, I'm going to hockey. That's right. Allie, Bama, Johnny B. I've got you today. Now, Tampa Bay, Toronto. It hasn't mattered where the game is. Every single game in this series has gone to the over. So we expect this one to do the same, over 6.5. Now, so far, 7, 10, 7, 8. That's the last 4 games. That's how many goals have been scored. They haven't gone less than 7. Tonight, we do it again. AB, keep this train chugging. Let's go.
Coach is fantastic, man. He makes me smile. All right, for my play today, we're going to go with the 76ers on the money line. All right, so we're looking at a spread sitting at 2 right now. That said, we're going to go with the money line. Now, you look at these games, we're sitting 3-2. So tonight, okay, in the NBA, both the 76ers and the Heat series, all right, and the Mavs and the Suns, all right, both sitting 3-2. They've played 10 games total. The home team has won all 10 games. The home team has covered all 10 games, and the home team has won all 10 games by 7 points or more. We'll see if those two trends continue tonight. We're going to go Philly to win at home. But you know what? Let's take it at the money line. Let's keep ourselves in a good spot, get a little bit of insurance just in case we need it. So, yeah, that is Philly to win on the money line. All right, Maestro, coming over to you, my man. Like we said, and like you said, you've got excellent information for us. We all love it. Give it to us, man. What do you got?
All right, well, let's hope it pans out today. This is from my friend. Let's just call him the Venezuelan. He's very tied into tennis, and he's been doing amazing in the clay court season. We're going to look at Ons Jabeur from Tunisia to beat Yulia Putintseva from Kazakhstan in straight sets. 2-0. That comes back at -130 on FanDuel. Jabeur, number 7 in the world. She's won 8 straight matches. She just won the Madrid Open. But here's the thing. She's only played 2 matches in Rome, and they only took about 2.5 hours. Putintseva had to do 2 qualifying matches and then 2 more matches. Her last 3 matches have been 3-setters. So she's been on the court for about 8 hours in Rome, and Jabeur's only been on the court for 2.5 hours. They played in the first round of the French Open last year. Straight set win for Jabeur. I hope she wasn't being cocky when she said this about the 40th ranked player in the world, but she said, I want to make this as short as possible. So I hope she's not overconfident. We just need straight sets. Let's do it. And by the way, I should mention this match starts around 12:30 p.m. Eastern.
All right, so first off, anytime that the Venezuelan can get on the show, 100% in. We need as much of Venezuelan as possible. And second, Jeweler, look, I don't know what the rules are, but Maestro should get a green check mark just for those pronunciations. Rip through it. That was well done. Nice job on that. All right, everybody, grab your paper, grab your pencil. Let's take a look at the recap here. And the Jeweler coming through for us as usual. Look, Larry, go ahead and hit those 2 again because I can't pronounce those at all.
Ons Jabeur over Yulia Putintseva in straight sets.
There we go. M squared. I can't pronounce the St. Louis Cardinals. Team total over 4.5. Price at -115. Allie, she is on the Reds Pirates over 8. I'm taking the 76ers money line -135. Coach is on the Maple Leafs Lightning over 6.5. Our site plays today, the Lightning money line, and in La Liga, Levante over 1.5 goals at +185. Now, Jeweler, come on screen, break down this gym for us because +551. My man, this is looking great. What do you got?
Yeah, we got a little tasty gym action today. So 2 legs of the 3. We're going to take Reds Pirates over 8, tailing Allie. And then we're also going to take Lightning on the money line, tailing Maddie Severance. I'm a Florida Panthers fan, but it would be really sweet if in the next round we saw Lightning Panthers because I want all that smoke. And then the final leg, round 1 of the AT&T Byron Nelson, taking Will Zalatoris over Sam Burns. You could play that straight. It's about +100. I love the ball striking that Zalatoris brings into this. I mean, it's always kind of a cliche in golf to say, you know, it's a ball striker's course, but I mean, it's a ball striker's course. Speaking of golf this week, I noticed, AB, you're rocking the Ryder Cup shirt. On the First Cup podcast, we actually just taped an interview yesterday that's already in feeds today with Shane Ryan, who wrote an awesome book about the 2021 Ryder Cup at Whistling Straits. I see you're rocking that Whistling Straits shirt, so you should go give it a listen and go buy the book too, because I'm about halfway through it now. It's pretty sweet if you're into the nerdy Ryder Cup aspect of golf.
Dude, I absolutely am. Yeah, and you're right. Got the Whistling Straight shirt on, and you're I'm definitely going to listen to the podcast right after the show is over. So plug that one more time. What do we got on there?
We got the First Cut Golf Podcast, available wherever podcasts are found, on YouTube. Hit that like button, subscribe, 5-star review. Do it for the early edge too. Just everything.
I love it, man. I love it. All right, that's all the Dampers that we could do for today. Thank you all so much for tuning in. We will be back live today, 4 p.m. Eastern, for the early edge in 5 to break down your best bets quickly in 5 minutes and less for tonight. Man, we had totals, props, team totals last night. Can't wait to see what we have on there. So make sure to tune in right here, as you always do, 4 p.m. Eastern. And everybody will be back, obviously, live on Friday at our normal time. So thank you so much. Let's cash these tickets. We'll see you tomorrow.